We launched End Hunger in Calvert County about 7 years ago when we became aware that although Calvert County is one of the wealthiest counties of any size in the country, in the whole United States, rural hunger was growing here when in neighboring counties it was actually going down. The poverty rate was going up and the poverty rate was going down in counties right next to us. And we began to realize that it wasn't a money problem, that it was an awareness problem, and that food pantries weren't working together. So we initiated End Hunger in Calvert County, which became an umbrella group for all the smaller church-run food pantries throughout our county. We began to gather them up and create partnerships. And so we now have 10 church-based food pantries in the county that we supply and that we partner with. We then also just began good partnerships with businesses and other charities and with the school system. And we got the Maryland State Legislature and the House of Delegates and the House of Senate to declare that every October is End Hunger in Calvert County month. And during that month, the entire school system in the county runs a school-wide food drive. And the whole community in the county has really adopted End Hunger as the local charity of choice for Calvert County. Most people don't realize that rural hunger is actually a bigger problem than urban hunger. And the reason is that there's no infrastructure, there's no bus systems, there's no subways, there's no general mass transportation for the needy to get to where the food is. And so we have to work extra hard to get the food to where the needy are. So a lot of it comes to our warehouse here. We just got a very large shipment in from Gleaning for the World, and that's made a big difference. And all that food will be going out in the next couple of weeks to our 10 partner food pantries, and it goes out to them at no charge. We provide it at no charge. Even when we have to buy food, we buy from the Maryland Food Bank or from other organizations, we distribute it back to the food pantries at no charge to them. So that's over 10% of the county using food pantries. And it goes against every stereotypical demographic we think of. They're not the homeless, they're not drug addicts, they're not people who have mental issues, they are the working poor. It's usually a single mom with a couple of kids and just can't make ends meet. And if we can provide $300 or $400 of food to that mom every month, then that mom maybe is buying new winter coats for their kids, new school clothes for their kids, medicine for their children. Our first year, we collected, I believe it was 26,000 pounds of food and distributed that. And we thought that was huge and amazing. Last year, in our 5th year, we did 590,000 pounds of food, and we realized it's still not enough. We now have a sister charity that we work with called Farming for Hunger, so that people can eat what we call live food, not food that came out of a box, but food that came out of the ground, which now I think Bernie did 50 acres last year and is looking to do 100. And so in just a couple of months, this warehouse will be filled with fresh vegetables that will go to poor people and needy people in the county. And what that changes is it changes their diet, and people are now eating healthy, breaking the cycle of diabetes and obesity and all that plague the poor. In recent years, with the economy turning down, what's been really surprising to us has been the fastest growing demographic in our 10 food pantries is the 40 to 50-year-old who was an executive or who was a professional and now has been laid off, and it's gotten so far to the end that they have to choose between, can I make my mortgage payment or can I buy food? And these are folks who were working, fully employed 2 years ago. They didn't do anything wrong. They're just getting hit by the economy like a lot of people. And they don't have the skills. There's actually a skill set to being poor. And so we're directing them and showing them all the different services that are available to them. We don't want to just give people food. Our concept is twofold. One is we want to pull you out of the ditch and then fill the ditch in behind you so you don't fall in again. Because we want to help the willing become able. Through a series of grants and working with the school system and the electricians union, we put on an electrical apprentice class. 26 people went through this class, came out qualified to apply for apprenticeship in the electricians union. That's not just getting a job, that's getting a lifetime career. We selected people who genuinely want to better their lives. The other program that we're in the midst of working on right now is a cooking school, learning how to cut, knowing how to store foods, how to serve, how to plate. because we have a great partnership with all the restaurants in Calvert County, and I've spoken to local restaurant owners, and they've always said, if I can just get someone with decent kitchen skills, I will hire them in a minute. So we're now working on building the End Hunger cooking school, which is going to take men and women who want to work, who want to better their lives, and we're going to teach them restaurant kitchen skills. We have 25 partner churches, over 100 are business partners, and people locally and people just from around the country are seeing what we're doing, and they're saying we want to invest in this because the return on investment is high. So we'd like to say that we did it, but we know that God has done this, and all we've done is been obedient servants in His hands. So God has just been richly blessing this county and our efforts, and we don't know where it's going to go, but it continues to grow. People continue to support it. Gleaning for the World, you guys are an amazing partner. When that truck came up, we had people out here excited to unload it, excited to take pictures of it. We put it on Facebook as fast as we could. And so you are now part of our success story. We want to be part of your success story because great partners make great results. And so we are forever grateful to the help that you're giving us. And we look forward to a long, long partnership, remembering that Jesus said that when you feed a hungry person, you're feeding Him.